Hello, ladies and gentlemen, friends and followers. Welcome back to another live stream today with a new aircraft. A new aircraft for me as well as for the flight sim community, as it was just released yesterday. I'm talking about the Leonardo Maddog MD-82. We're standing here at Vienna in the Austrian livery. Oscar Echo Lima Delta Victor. I'm not sure if this is historically accurate, but well, that's the aircraft we are in. Special livery here, as you can see. Grüezi Zürich. But today we are going to fly to Skiathos in Greece. So you can see the weather here is quite interesting today. But overall it's still dry and no heavy winds here. So you can see the stairs and yeah, stairs are already down and the door is open, so let's jump right into the aircraft. It's not the first flight today, so we have already ground power connected. Start the EFB and let's have a look for the overhead. We will start from the bottom here anyway, although the systems are already up. Whoops. Ground power is connected. APU is currently still off. Air is on. I'm not sure if this is of any help, but we have the air condition, the external air condition connected. We check the electricity here. We could set the flight recorder, although I don't know if this is of any help here. Flight number is Austrian 461 and leg 1 today. I don't know if this is of any help here. Okay, so we can test the ground proximity warning system. That's working. Can test the windshield. Max speed test. Anti-stall system. Both working. Anti-skid. Yeah. It's working. Logo lights on. Is there a test for icing? Yeah, there is. You can see down there. They're going on. Supply, we don't need that yet, so we can leave that off. Nothing's happening anyway. We can reset that. Flight deck door can be left open for the moment, and we can for now connect the galley power, but we have to disconnect them later. So let's check our weight and balance here today. We have 162 passengers aboard. Fuel is already planned. We have a zero fuel weight CG of 19.9 and a takeoff CG of 13.3. And I just saw that it's slightly above our maximum takeoff weight. So let me just reduce the after cargo and the front cargo as well. Okay, we are right now exactly on the max takeoff. That's weird. Okay, this looks better. Electronic flight folder. Is it called folder? Yes. So this is our flight plan today. We are flying Austrian 8 Papa Echo on the 1st of May 2022. We are going from Vienna to Skiathos airport in Greece. We have a cruising flight level of 290 here. Planned fuel is 11,355 block fuel. This is set, well, not right now, but we will just fuel up in a few minutes. Our alternate today is Athens. There's the route for it. We will climb to flight level 230, although I think that's a little bit high. But anyway, here's our routing from Vienna to Skiathos. We're expecting runway 01 at Skiathos and 34 at Vienna for the departure, Ivuki 1 Delta. Operational impacts are not of interest today. Our off-block or out of the off-block time basically is 13:35. Our off time, off the ground time, will be 13:55, and we will be on the ground again 15:46, and on block will be 15:54. So here I can just check takeoff weight 64.6. Yeah, I don't know. So there is a difference here. To be honest, I don't know why and what the difference is. And also, I'm not sure if this is changing. Let me try something. Takeoff weight is now 67,374. 67,370. Okay, yeah, that's changing. Okay. Okay, so, well, we just leave it as it is right now, and then we will see. Aircraft services. Forward door and forward stairs are open already. Ground power unit and external air conditioner is connected. We don't need any anti-ice. We can request now the fuel. So we will now see that this is fueled up. We can see it's moving here. Right and left tank, and then the center tank. And we can now start boarding. Okay, let's jump into the FMC here. Position. We are at Vienna. So let's add that here. And then we just double check that the GNS position and the airport position doesn't differ too much, which is not the case. That's fine. So we can use the GNS position. And then we stowed our route already, so we can just load it. Vienna to Lima Golf Sierra Kilo, and we go here, and that means that our route is directly loaded. We will depart from runway 34. There is our route. Can activate it and go to the perf page. So cruising altitude will be flight level 290. Fuel was whoops. Let me see. Fuel was. Is there any entry of the calculated fuel? Fuel on board 11,355. So 11.3. Yeah, of course. 11.3/n. We have why is this not working? We have a zero fuel weight of 56.4. 56.4. And do we have any reserves? So we have roughly 5 tons of reserves on board. Cruise wind, and we can see that on the electronic flight folder in the OFP. So we have an average wind of 245 at 19, and wind information here. Cruise is, if you see, here's the top of climb, here's the top of descent, so everything in between is cruise. And we have winds with yeah, something between 250 and 330. So the average wind is 245. And that doesn't really sound correct. Oh, this is, sorry, this is like, we have to check the flight level here, 290, and then we check the wind information here. This is the wind information. So yeah, okay, then that's correct. 245 at 19. 245 at 19. We have ISA deviation -3. I'm not sure how to enter this. I think like this. -3. -3. Oh. -3. Okay. Transition altitude 10,000 feet. That's okay. And go for the takeoff page. And now we go back to our flight back performance page. So we are at the airport of Vienna. And we are departing runway 34. Condition is dry. Hey Alex! Yeah, I couldn't resist, and I had to get the Maddog. I did a flight this morning, and it's a really great, really great aircraft. I have some problems with the approach still, or with the speeds during the approach, but overall I really like the aircraft. It's really well done. And I'm really looking forward to the flight now to Skiathos. So the wind is 290 at 6. We have a QNH of 1019. The outside air temperature is, well, 15 degrees, that's okay. Anti-ice off, packs on, and takeoff weight is now gonna be interesting. So this is telling me takeoff weight will be 67.3, or better 67.4. And I think that's not gonna work. Let's see. Oh, it is. Okay. Wonderful. So, flap 4.5, cell temperature 39, V1, VR, V2. Flap and slat speed. And flap speed on flaps 40. Maximum takeoff weight is 73.6. And what we do now is we enter these information into the FMC, so 152 and 156. 152, 156. And what was the other one? 165. 165. As V2 speed. Did you suggest a Latin America route? I didn't see that, I think. Where did you suggest it? Maybe I missed it. But actually I'm flying in Europe just because I... well, there's no special reason for it. I just downloaded the liveries and I found the Austrian livery here. And... yeah, that's why I'm flying in Europe. There's no special reason for it. If you suggested a Latin America route, it's no problem. Oh, I didn't saw that. Because I just got a notification about the A319 route to Paro, and I didn't see the other comment. There was no notification about it. I'm sorry about that. But nevertheless, when I saw the comment, I was already setting up for this route here. I will check the, or let me just check the route right now. the comment. Let me check it. Because that would be no problem to do that later on. Well, I just have one comment here, although it's... Wait a second. Okay, that's weird. Oh, because it tells me 3 comments. If I check it, I just have the one like your Bhutan Airlines comment, and then my answer to that. And I don't see any other comment. But if I sort the comments to newest first, then I also see the other one. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Okay, I'm very sorry about that. But that looks great. I will write that down and then I will fly that later. Maybe tomorrow. Let's see. That's a nice route. Thank you anyway. And by the way, you could also, if you want, and if you have it, Alex, you can join my Discord channel. Because there you can suggest such routes as well, and for me it's easier to find the routes than or the suggestions to collect them and stuff. Because like today I just get no notification about the comment there, so maybe I missed something. Did you check the displays already? What do you mean with displays? I checked these displays here down here. Yes, I did. And I checked these as well, but of course some of them keeps yellow, as we are not completely ready and set up for the moment. So let me just quickly continue with the FMC here so that we can finalize the FMC here. And for the arrival we expect runway 01 and okay, so I have to check later in the charts here. Okay, so this is set up. FMC is set up. We will now set the QNH to 1019. Whoops, 1019. Do I? You mean this black button here? Do you mean that? Because I don't see any other black button besides this one. Well, I cannot see a test button here. Like, this is the barometric pressure right off the altimeter. So the only thing is this one. No, I tested. So everything is working. At least it seems like that. And I will now check my departure route again. So let me just quickly show you the Navigraph information we have. So this is the Iwuki 1 Delta departure from runway 34. And there we have, climb on 339 degrees, track to 1300, and then turn left to 395, 396, 406 Ivuki and Arzin. Initial climb clearance is 5000. We will set that up in the MCP panel. And we will make the initial turn with max 205 knots. So it's not that difficult here. We're going here on a left turn, and then left turn again, right turn, and left turn again. And oh no, delta is here. R's in. Yeah, I thought it's back to normal because well, I can do that again, but there was no noise anymore, like no sounds, so I thought it's normal. But I can hold it again, it's no problem. So nothing's happening anymore, except the... Okay, forget about it. I was just about to say nothing's happening anymore, except the middle marker, inner marker, and outer marker blinking. But, well, never mind. Okay, so concerning the performance page. Flap 4.5 and cell temperature will be set later on, but flap is 4.5, so we have to set the information here. Flap 4.5. What was the CG? I cannot remember. Let me see. Takeoff CG. Takeoff CG was 12.9. Oh, that's set. Okay. Long trim will be 0.6. So we set that white one here to point. Okay, 0.6. So we have set the departure information into the FMC as well as for the trim here. And let me check how far the boarding is. Yeah, okay. We have finished boarding. So we are basically now ready to go. We have the air condition and the GPU still connected. We don't need any anti-ice here. And the fuel on board is set, although it's a little bit different than to what it should be. It's about 25 to 28 kilograms less. So let me see the cockpit crew checklist. Flight recorder, AIDS test and checked. AHRS alignment verified. We are aligned. We did it. Let me see. I can do that again, basically. Yeah, so we have set this position into the FMC. FMS is checked. Emergency lights should be armed. Yes, it is. Windshield anti-ice is on. Engine sync selector is set to off. Here. No, this one. Attendant calling. I don't know if I can test this. So PA, oh come on. Thank you. So stall warning is tested. Air condition shut off switch is to auto. Air condition shut off switch. Where is that button? Air condition shut-off switch. Should be this one. Whoops. Off. Fire protection system is tested. No, actually not. We didn't test it. I'm not sure how this is. So this is not working. So I saw in a video that you have to click this button here with left mouse button, and then you drag it over to this one and then click with the right mouse button. But that's not working. Maybe the other way around? No, it's not. Okay. Anyway, then we just pretend we tested it. TRP tested. I don't know what TRP is. Alex, do you know what TRP is? They said TRP tested on the checklist here, but I have no idea what it is. Fuel quantity is 11,250 kilograms. Altimeter's QNH is set 1019 and 1019 cross-checked. Fuel shut-off levels are set to the off position. Cabin pressure level is set to auto. We will just test. I need to test it from Copilot's perspective here. We just tested if this is working. And we switch it back to auto, so it should turn back. And that's doing it. I will now set, oops, these one on for the, come on, for the hydraulic pressure. Press on the middle with left and right mouse buttons. Press on the middle with left, okay. Nope. Nope. If I click here, by the way, I'm not sure if you can see that, but if I click in the middle with the left mouse button, then the A button is pushed. So nothing is happening. Yeah, I'm doing that, but nothing. I cannot. Wait a second. No, there's the mouse button disappearing. Now pressing the middle button. Nope. So no problem, our fire system is not working. No. Nothing. Anyway, it's not bad, but departure is in about 5 minutes, so I need to continue now with the checklists. So parking brake is set. We should see that on the pressure page as well. Brake pressure is there if we release it. Okay, nothing's... Oh yeah, okay. So if you release it, you can see that is moving. There we go. So parking brake is set. EFB flight mode. No, not yet. Pneumatic pressure is... I don't know. Engine, we set that to A. Tank pumps will be now turned on. Anti-collision lights will not be turned on yet, as we're not pushing at the moment, but we will be pushing soon. And let me just have a look outside. So there's an Austrian here. Okay. So we can now start the APU as well. Yeah. I thought so, that this is the idea, to press two buttons at the same time. As I said in the video, they are just pushing the left mouse button, dragging the one over to the right, pushing right mouse button, and it's working. But for me, it's not. I can maybe try to do that with the middle mouse button. Ah, I have to press all buttons. Thrust rating panel, yeah, that sounds good. There is a little button to reset, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but I don't know where this button should be. Okay, so APU is started. We can see the APU bus generators are connected, so I will switch them on. And I can turn off the external power here now. Turn on the APU air. We can now close the cockpit door as well, by the way. And this is changed to APU now. We can disconnect the ground power. And by the way, is this? Yeah, it's disconnected here as well. We can disconnect the external air condition, and we switch on the flight mode here. So I forgot something. By the way, we can turn on position lights here. I did forget something because no, it's working. Okay, fine. So bleed is on for the air condition. Left side landing gear. Okay, let me have a look. Left side of the landing. So this is maybe I can set that already. Let me see. What was the flex cell temperature? Flex temperature 39. So you mean this is the TRP, the thrust rating panel? Well, could be, yeah. Could be indeed. And we turn off the switch here. Oops. We turn off this switch here. Has to be turned off when we use flex. Okay, so we are ready to go. I will just communicate on Unicom now that we gonna be pushing. And we are at gate Foxtrot 03 here. Vienna traffic, Austrian 8 Papa Echoes type McDonnell Douglas MD-82. We're at gate Foxtrot 03 and we are pushing now for departure runway 34, Vienna traffic. Okay, so anti-collision lights will be turned off now as well, as we will soon be starting our engines. And I can pre-plan my pushback. And we can request a pushback. So APU norm econ switch is set to norm. This one is set to norm. Air condition supply switch is off. Okay. Pneumatic crossfeed levers are open. I did that already, and the thrust levers are set to idle. Before start, checklist is completed. So these are the pneumatic crossfeed levers here, and we opened that already.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed, and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
Well, nothing's happening here.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking
Oh,
brake.
and I need to turn on the... Oh, it's turned on already. Okay, fine. Parking brake released.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
And we can start the engines now, so we turn off the bleed. And we push the right starter. The external power access door is still open, as I just saw. Emergency exit power access door. External power access door. I don't know why this is still open. And why are the engines not starting? Pilot heat on. This is set to APU. We have turned off. So maybe I have to turn this on. Not sure.
Okay, pushback
Yeah,
completed.
okay.
Please set your parking brake.
Don't know why the checklist
Parking brakes set.
tells me that this button here has to be
Parking
off,
brake
but
set
it
for
has to be
aircraft.
on in order for the engines to start.
Ground. You may disconnect.
Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect. Pin has been removed.
I don't know why the
Left side.
fire detector
Have a good
loop
flight.
is on and flight recorder.
Hold
Why
in
is the
position
flight
waiting for
recorder
visual.
off?
Thank you and goodbye.
So everything looks fine here, basically. Okay, so fuel lever is set to up, and engine number 2 is starting. Yeah, that's what I thought. Air from the APU has to be turned on, but in the checklist it tells me APU... No, it doesn't tell me. APU norm switch to normal. It's this one. And then air condition... yeah, it says air condition supply switch set to off. But I don't know what the air condition supply is. Anyway, starting now engine number 1. Oh, and I still have the galley power turned on. What? Anyway, engines are starting, so that's fine. Waiting for 20% N2 and start the engine. There we go. Engine number 1 is running. I can close the start valve here. So fire detector loop is still on. And the external power access door is still on as well. Okay, let me quickly do... There are 2 air condition switches right below. Yeah, this one here. Oh, okay, I see. I see. Okay, so let me quickly do the next checklist because there's still some error messages here. After start checklist, engine ignition selector off. Pitot and static heaters on, captain. Yeah, airfoil and engine. Anti-ice switches as required, we don't need that. Air condition supply switches set to auto. Okay. Door Q light checked off. That's off. And hydraulic system checked and set. After start checklist is completed. So, but still, why is the fire detector loop on and the APU generators telling me off? Because APU generator is indeed turned on. I mean, I don't need them anymore. Okay, yeah, so APU is set off. And now I still have the fire detector loop on. Alex, do you know the problem with the fire detector loop there? Okay, now it's enough if I just click it once. But it's still on. Okay, now it's off. Was a bit weird here. I just had to click once now. Don't know what the problem was. Yeah, you're right. As usual, you were right. Vienna traffic, Austrian 8 Papa Echo is now taxiing to runway 34. Nose lights to dim. And we can set the flaps now down. Actually, performance flap 4.5. Sorry, I didn't set that yet. So 4.5 will be set. 4.5. Okay. Set flaps down. 4.5. That's set. Art in-op. That's art in-op is okay. That's the switch, and we have to turn it off if we use flex power to depart. So we can click that master caution away, release parking brake, and start taxiing. We can do a quick flight controls check. Full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral. Everything's clear and working fine. Taxi checklist. APU air switch off. That's this one. TRP art as required. And you were right, Alex, indeed. They said TRP/art.
Traffic, Austrian 256, fine, runway 34.
On the taxi checklist, it's telling me TRP/art as required. And art is this button here. And so this must be TRP because they are connected. So TRP art as required is set. VBUCs are now set. Flight instruments are checked. FMS is checked. Flight controls tested. Flap and sled lever is set to 4.5 and tested. Auto brakes will be set to. Wait a second. I cannot get lower. No, let me go to Copilot's side. Oh, come on. Set to RTO and ARM. And we will taxi now via exit 7 and Mike, I think. Let me have a look. Yeah. We are exit 7 and Mike. Oops. Okay, there we go. On which taxiway are we here? Oh, we are on Lima. Okay. I think that Lima is the correct taxiway for this direction here. Well, you mean art in op? That's okay. Because we turned off this button here. I don't know exactly what it's doing, but you have to turn this button to off when you use flex to takeoff. And we will use flex takeoff, so I turned it off, and that's why because you have if you turn it on, it's gone. Yeah, I know. I had to turn the sound down here because, well, this guy is texting on mic here. This one is coming. Okay, perfect. I had to turn that down because I am not able. Don't ask me why, but I'm not able to set the sound of the simulator as an outgoing sound for the OBS. Let me see if I can. Yeah, so see, there's no way for me to set only the simulator sound as outgoing. I can just use my desktop audio, and in the desktop audio you have also the VATSIM pilots and controllers and stuff. So that's most of the time a little bit too loud, so I decided to turn that down. I can switch it up actually, but I don't want to press escape button to change the sounds here. Yeah, I bet if I switch outside now with the volume turned completely up, then your ears will be blown away. So for everybody using headphones, turn the volume down a little bit. I will now switch to outside view. I love that sound, also the rolling sound. So I love that sound. Let me see if I can set a limiter here. So like this, and then okay, like this. Yeah. So the initial climb we set already to 5,000, and I will now set up the speed button. I set it to 205 as we need to do our initial turn with 205 here. Okay, so, and flight directors can be turned off here as well. Yeah, I most of the time forget to set the speed, so I mostly do it short before takeoff. So before takeoff checklist, takeoff runway 34 is confirmed. Takeoff data is confirmed as well. Fuel balance is checked. Yep, balanced. Brake temperature should be here, is it? No, that's brake pressure. Well, I don't know where the brake temperature is, but as we just departed our gate, the brake temperature should be fine. We didn't use brakes at all yet. Engine ignition selector will now be set to both. Okay, and EOAP checked. That's the error messages here. Checked. Rudder travel unrestricted. Yeah, we don't want to restrict that. And there is just another departure here. We can set this to map mode. Turn on terrain. So the other aircraft just departed, so I think we can line up. Yeah, we can. Vienna traffic, Austrian 8 Papa Echo lining up runway 34. Landing lights on. Strobe lights on. Turn on the transponder. Oops. Wait a second. We have to do that in a second. There we go. Set the parking brake here so that we don't move, and then set the transponder. So we normally I could leave it at 7,000, but I will set it for 2,000 here. Enter, and then TARA. Flaps are set as well. Still no controller online. So TKIS is on. Weather radar will be turned on now as well. Takeoff mode is set here to flex. So power on and weather. So weather is set. At least it should be set. Let me see. Weather radar fail. Weather radar off. Okay, so. High relating beef. Yeah, it looks difficult, and actually it is difficult. Well, it could be worse, but you have to read a lot of manuals or have some people there helping you out with the stuff here. So, can set 5,000. Vertical speed set to 17. Parking brake release, and then we will take it off. Vienna traffic, Austrian 8 Papa Echo, runway 34, taking off. Brakes released. And we give a little bit of thrust until we have like 1.4 to 1.5 EPR, and then we set takeoff thrust. Yeah, sorry.
Takeoff thrust.
takeoff thrust is set. I'm not sure if this is enough power for us. We have a lot of wind from the right, as it seems. And rotate. Whoops. Whoa, what's going on here? Gear up. Bye bye Vienna.
Gear up, lights out.
And we have the initial turn here. And we can turn on the autopilot basically. Nav mode as well. Yeah, come on. Heading hold. Why is it not keeping nav track? It's not keeping the track here. Okay, I have to do that manual. Because we just missed the turn already. We can increase the speed now, which is going too fast anyway. Okay, auto throttle is not engaged as well. And we can now set the climb thrust. Speed to 40. Autopilot is on, vertical speed is on. We can now continue the climb to flight level 290 as there is no ATC. So we don't have any restriction. But I still don't understand why the autopilot is not flying its route here. So something is very weird here. So it's telling me nav, heading select, vertical speed, that's fine. We have set the climb thrust, gear is up. Reduce the flaps or retract the flaps. Yeah, I thought so as well, that the aircraft needs to catch the navigation or the route, but I don't know why it's not doing that, actually. Okay, now it got it. Okay. And slats are in as well. .250 knots. So yeah, down there is Vienna. We were here at the gate, taxiing down. Over here, taxiing down the runway and departed runway 34, making a U-turn basically, and now we're on our way to Skiathos. So don't need the box here now, and then we can do the after takeoff checklist. Landing gear is up. Auto brake set to off again. Speed brake lever is retracted. Flaps and slats are up. Engine ignition selector is set to both. Center tank are on, and the altimeters will be set to 1013 within a few seconds. When we pass, or actually we can do that already. Turn them down. 1013 and 1013. After takeoff checklist is completed. And now passing flight level 100. Lights off, and we can increase the speed now to 290 knots. The aircraft will now climb to flight level 290 and increasing the speed to 280 knots. There we go. The flights take, like this flight today, takes us to Greece, which is a flight time of about 1 hour and 50. But of course it depends on where you're going, and from where you're going. Yeah, okay, I will not use the fuel heaters. I think that the fuel will go into minus. The route should be long enough. This morning I was flying from Bilbao to Palma de Mallorca, and the fuel was close to minus temperatures, but I used the fuel heaters back then. So I don't know if there's any problem with it. But yeah, no problem. I can test it. But I think I maybe use one fuel heater just in case. So if the engine's going off or having other problems, then I just have it for one engine and not for both. I would prefer that actually. Isn't that amazing? Looks like the flaps are still extended. Oh, they are, basically. Let me have a look. Stow? No, it's the same. Okay, anyway. Can turn that off for now. So if I have a look on the VATSIM online map, is there... There are a lot of planes flying from Hanover to Thessaloniki. Wow, there's a lot of traffic in Thessaloniki here. Don't know if there's any event or stuff. Let me check. Real Ops Sydney, VATSIM UK. Ibiza Tower. Any shuttle? Every Sunday. Well, no, I cannot see any event. Maybe it's a group flight. We will never know. Yeah, I also thought about doing an emergency, Alex. But to be honest, I don't think I can do that with the Maddog, just because I'm not familiar enough with the procedures. But it might be an option for the future. The problem is with the fly-by-wire A320, it's not possible to do a emergency, because if you start an emergency with a fly-by-wire aircraft, then the aircraft itself is, I don't know, changing some code or stuff, so you have the emergency in the background, but actually nothing is happening. So yeah, that's a problem with the fly-by-wire. And with the freeway aircrafts, I could try it with the 787 actually. I just managed to set up the Boeing 787 again. But I think it would be better if I do a video with it instead of a live stream. Not sure though if I want to do that, or when I want to do it, because I need, you know, real procedures and stuff, checklists. And the problem with the freeway aircrafts also is that a lot of buttons are not clickable. So you might have to do something for the procedure which is not possible in the simulator, and that yeah. Well, but maybe if I get used to the Maddog here, we could simulate an engine failure or something. But well, I don't know yet. We will see what the future will bring here. You can see on the progress page, we will arrive at Skiathos at 15:46 Zulu time with a remaining fuel of 5.7 tons.
Traffic tail sensor, my chart is at position on that.
No, I don't want to try it at the moment during this flight, but I will do an emergency soon. Actually, what is quite interesting is the aircraft simulated like that? So if I increase the N1 so that the EGT will start blinking, does indeed the engines receive fire? Is it simulated in the simulator? But I might test it tonight after this flight here, because then I can switch offline and then I can test it. I heard that, or I read that when you go with toga thrust, like full power, you are allowed to overheat the engines for about 5 minutes. If you have an engine failure, so you have just one engine left, then you are allowed to extend this time to 10 minutes. And after that, there should be an engine fire coming soon. But I'm not sure if this is simulated in here. Let me check my flight plan. Our cruising speed will be Mach 0.77 or Mach 0.76. Okay, so can you reduce that to Mach 0.77? And we will soon be reaching flight level 290. Which is already our cruising altitude. That's a little bit like if you think, if you remember that other aircrafts, like today's aircraft, are flying flight level, I don't know, 380, 390, 400. And this aircraft's cruising flight level, well, the aircraft could cruise at flight level 370, but most of the time it's between like 290 and 350. Yeah, that's right. It's about the fuel economy. We have, let me see if... well, I don't have any cost index here today. Cruising system is LRC. I don't know. Normally in the flight plan you have the cost index, but today I don't have it. I can show you on the flight pad here. So normally here should be a cost index information. Normally, but it isn't in this one. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the aircraft. But Alex, how does it come that you know so much about the MD-82? Are you a... let me set up down the brightness here. Whoops. Are you a real pilot, or do you just a very enthusiastic flight simmer, or how do you know so many things about the aircraft? And you can see here on the navigation display now that we are reaching our top of climb now, or in a few seconds. And then we can switch over to cruise thrust. Yeah, that's absolutely right. Well, to be honest, I used to fly the Maddog in the FS 2004 as well, as I just mentioned yesterday already, but I've never, like, you know, fallen in love with the aircraft. It's a great aircraft, I really like it, but yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's not like... I don't want to spend all my free time finding out information about the aircraft. Although, I think that people doing that have a lot of fun, and also, as you can just see in the stream, that you can help me out a lot. By the way, if I go outside... Can you understand me if I'm talking now, or is the sound too loud? The problem with this sound is I never know how it sounds. I could, of course, check on my mobile phone, but then it's hard to listen and speak, because if I speak, then you will hear it as well. So, like, duplicate it. The problem is, if I switch to... Well, I can show you. If I switch to menu button to the menu. Last time flaps and speed brake X10s. So let me try. Go to sound. See, I already have it set to 100%. Okay, this time it's not happening. Lucky me. But I cannot set it louder because otherwise it's gonna be too loud. So nice effects here. I'm really curious about the approach there, because during the approach I often have problems with the aircraft. I'm getting too slow or too high, so it's very likely that that we will see a go around in Skiathos. And also, the problem is that the engines, once they are turned like spooling down, or when they have to spool up from idle position, then it takes a lot of time for them to turn back up. And if you need to go around, then it's yeah, not that easy for someone who doesn't know the aircraft, like me, for example. The weather radar does work, yes. You can see there are some clouds here. Yeah, the problem with the manual flight is that the aircraft behaves very heavy, like almost like a heavy aircraft, and I just need to get used to it, because that's really, sometimes it feels really weird. I was flying the park visual approach into runway 31 into New York LaGuardia yesterday evening, just to try it out, and the aircraft's behavior is really, well, you have to get used to it, definitely. No, it's clouds. It's clouds. It's not terrain. See, if I click the terrain button here, it's on, and then you have the clouds. If I click terrain overread, then the weather radar is turned off, and you should be able to see terrain. But as we are on flight level 290, there is no terrain, and the terrain radar would not work because we're just too high. So these are clouds, and as you can see here, they are. This one, for example, here should be this one. This one here is there. And what I can do is now I do a quick flight lock, do a quick fuel check, just to make sure we are on time. So we are inbound Barbit now, which is here. We should have 8.4 tons of fuel on board, and we should have used 3 tons. I cannot see how much fuel is used, but we have a total of 8.7 tons. So we have 300 kilograms to use, and we just have 25 miles to go. Antenna angle is, you can see that, no, oh come on, oh by the way, I can turn it back on again. I'm absolutely not familiar with this thing here, and I have no idea on where to turn that. So I think it's set to 0. Yeah, see, I can, like, even if I did turn it down for 15, I'm not sure if this is doing anything here. Not sure if it changes something. It's quite shaky, isn't it? It's shaky. Yeah, and see, and that's it. We're just passing these clouds here, and it's shaking outside. So you can believe me, these are clouds. And also, if I click the terrain button off, you can see weather radar failed. So I have no other possibility to change that. Like this. I cannot. I can just turn it left, so it's already on the brightest. Same as this weather radar here, see? I mean, I can turn it all the way to the left and do that again here. Oh, maybe you were right. But why do I have to turn this knob to the left side? That's weird. Well, but maybe you were right. But why is the weather radar fail? No, of course. Right now, this black knob is turned all the way to the left side. And the weather radar fail disappears. But if I turn it to the right, which should make it brighter, as soon as I move it for one position, this weather radar fail is on. So now it's turned fully to the right. If I go back here, I have the power button. So if I switch, if I click this power button, it's telling me weather radar is, weather radar is off. So if I click here on map or on weather and turbulence, nothing is happening. I can click on terrain on, but then the terrain radar is on, of course. So I have to click power, and then it's telling me weather radar fail. By the way, even test button is not working. And it's sad that you don't hear engine sound when you move to that position here. Well, as far as I know, the weather radar should work. I was confused that in order for the weather radar fail to disappear, I have to click terrain on. I don't know what this little number down here is, 007, 008, I don't know. And the information I have is that the weather radar as well as the terrain radar should work. But let me Google. Maybe I can find something. Well, no. Don't find anything. Ah, okay. But why shouldn't it not be working? Oh, come on. Why shouldn't it be working? I mean... So if I understand that right, but that's weird anyway. I mean, why should the terrain radar work but the weather radar shouldn't? Oh, let me see. Essentially, if it wasn't the Prepare 3D version, then it's the only exception is the weather radar, which Leonardo Softhouse has confirmed will be added as a free update once they are able to do so. Yep, so you were right. Weather radar is not working, but they will add it as a free update once they are able to do that, but the terrain radar is working. So, but then but why is it overread? If I click terrain overread, why is it then switching back to weather radar? Shouldn't it be if I click terrain overread that the terrain should overread the weather radar? Or should I allow weather radar to overread terrain? Oh, that's weird. Fuel temperature, by the way, is at 12 and 13 degrees. Center fuel pressure is low. Yeah, we just have 25 kilograms, so I can turn off the center pumps. And I'm not sure, let me quickly increase the range. I'm not sure if I can, or if I have a top of descent. No, I don't have. Okay, I see. Okay, so I'm now starting to prepare for the arrival. I just have to see. Let me Google that. Meta for Skiathos. So currently we have wind with 360 at 6. So that will be a runway 01 approach. And I will have a look here on the charts. So I think the approach will be the Thessaloniki 1 Charlie, but let me check the latest waypoint. Latest waypoint is SKP. Yeah, okay, so runway, what is NDM? Okay, okay. Okay. Locator 01. Okay, so basically we are flying the Thessaloniki 1 Charlie via Skopelos VOR. Executing. Check the legs page. So Thessaloniki, Lekpo. Switch to plan mode and check the navigation display as well. Kogurt, Irana, Thessaloniki, Lekpo, and there is our top of descent, by the way. Lekpo, Amziv, Agisa, Vamos, Skiathos, and from Skiathos we will fly the locator 1 arrival into Skiathos. I will now have a look how the route's continuing. Okay, so we're starting Thessaloniki. Okay, so basically we can overwrite. Ah, come on. We can overwrite this. Yeah. Then we go to Skiathos, Skopelos, and after Skopelos, oh, that looks weird here. Okay. Let me see. Runway 01. And then we have climb on 008 from locator to 2500 and then turn right to VOR, climbing to 4000 and hold. So in the case of missed approach, we climb on heading of 008 to 2500, then turn right to the VOR and hold. And that's, yeah, okay. So that's basically what what's in there. So after Skiathos, we fly a heading of 008, 2500, then direct Skopelos and then hold. With max 185. Okay, so well, we will see. Maybe the fuel will the fuel temperature will decrease. NDM stands for NDB approach. I'm not sure. I don't know. Anyway, let me quickly show you our arrival. So basically, we're coming from here, Thessaloniki. I can tune that in, by the way, that I can see how far we are away. Thessaloniki is 112.1, and we will leave that on a heading of 155. Okay. Do I get it already? No. Okay, no DME. Okay, anyway, back to the charts here. Can I? Like so, maybe. That's maybe a little bit better here. Okay, so we're coming from Thessaloniki up here. And then we fly direct to Skopelos VOR. And we should hold there, but of course we're not doing that because we're approaching locator 01. Here is Skopelos. From Skopelos we will fly heading 203 until 10 DME of Skopelos. Then we make a right turn with max 185 to a heading of 008. And then we have our final approach fix from where we fly visual to runway 01. Straight in landing 01, you can see that here decision height is 1591. And we will descend with an angle of 3 degrees. I'm not sure if we can set that in the aircraft. I think in the aircraft we have to calculate the 3 degrees or use this table here. So with a ground speed of 160, we will descend with like 850. Anyway, it's a visual approach here, so that's not a big deal concerning the descent here. Okay, so decision height is 1,591. So I will set that in here already. 1,591, that takes some time. 1,591. Oh, I cannot. Okay. I can just set the decision height up to 500. Is there... Well, that's weird. And I can just set this button here, 1,591. So let's set that to here. Can I change the range here? No. That's also weird. I can change the brightness, but I cannot change the range. Anyway. Okay, do I have a top of descent now? Yeah, I have. Okay. Right after Thessaloniki. Okay, so for the approach itself, that means we need to be at 4,000 over Skopelos, and from there we basically just descend 1,000 feet within 10 miles. No, 2,000 feet. So we're descending 2,000 feet from Skopelos to Tendimi. I can set that up to 1,600 basically, and so for the descent then, Skopelos is frequency 113.4. We'll set that in on this one here, so that I just see when I get in range of it. Oh, that's a good idea. Let me see. Oh, come on. What is that? Flight apps? Range 15. Okay, but I cannot set it higher than 15. Okay, can I say it closer? Well, okay. So we set it 15. Below, above, normal. Flight level, okay. Oh, I have no idea what this button is. ATC and FID, and as well as flight level. No idea. Well, it's really great, Alex, that you are such an experienced MD pilot. And let me make another fuel check here. Redvar will be the next one. So we just passed Taram. At Taram we should have had 8 tons of fuel. We have 7.5. And at Redvar we should have 7.1. So we have 400 kilograms to pass Redvar, where we have 50 miles. That's okay. Yeah, I can imagine that it's different than to what it was in the FS9 and FSX. On the other hand, it is quite interesting. I mean, there are still MD-80s flying, so I'm sure that some of them have been changed as well. And by the way, the fuel temperature is about 8 degrees now, and when we start our descent we will go into idle thrust, and that means that the temperature will fall even more. So I think we can make it to the minus temperatures. Oh, and we have a controller again. We have a controller again, that's great. Just notice Athenai controllers online. I'm just a little bit excited about the approach there. Yeah, that's right. But this morning when I've flown from Bilbao to Palma de Mallorca, I was over Spain, where I cannot remember the temperature exactly, but it felt quite warm in Bilbao, and it was warm at Palma. I was cruising at flight level 330 or something, so not much higher than right now, and the temperature was all the way during the cruise was okay, but in the descent it started to get colder and colder all the time. And I think that also depends on the engine rounds per minute, because of course if the engine rounds per minute are like coming to 0, then of course the temperature of the fuel in the engines will get lower as well. No, there were no clouds. But I mean, basically we will see, right? So I set Redvar 7.1, we have 7.3, and we're coming into Redvar within 20 miles now. Well, considering all the problems we had during the flight, where you always were right, I don't think I'm right, but we will see, we will see. I mean, maybe it was a coincidence this morning. I didn't pay attention for like 100%. But that was just the impression I had. Let me have a look on the map where I am. And we're now passing Montenegro. And overflight Kosovo. Down there is Montenegro. Well, yeah, of course we don't know which code they use for the algorithm, but I mean, they developed an aircraft which is study level, so I think that they took care about what kind of data will affect the fuel temperature, and if in real life the engine rounds per minute will have influence on the fuel temperature, then I think that they implemented that as well. I mean, maybe I'm mistaken, but I think if I would program a study level aircraft, I would take this into consideration, definitely. Well, I think the rolling sound taxiing on the runway is on the taxiway is really, really deep. For the engines, to be honest, I don't know which is which would be the correct one. But I feel it sounds quite good. Grüezi Zürich. And we now passed Redvar 7.1. Perfect. We are perfectly fine. Yeah, the inside cockpit sounds are quite low, and to be honest, I think that the simulator itself, or like all the cockpit sounds are I mean, I could set that up, I could set that down. Maybe like this. Because I think the cockpit sounds is quiet in every aircraft. I don't know why, but am I flying in real weather and real world time? Yeah, I am. Okay. And to be honest, I'm really excited about the approach. I'm really afraid of the approach as well. Also, we could start to set up the arrival. So I'm not sure about what LAW means. That should be something about landing weight. So our estimated landing weight will be 58.7 according to the flight plan. 58 point, or actually 58.7. And we are landing at Skiathos, runway 01, condition dry. Let me just check the weather. 360 at 6. We have a QNH of 1017. And we have an outside air temperature of 17. Reverse thrust, yes. Auto brakes will be set to medium. And we will add another correction of 5 knots. Calculate. Okay, actual landing distance will be 1,689 meters. Well, that seems to be not correct. According to the charts, the runway of Skiathos is only 1,628 meters long. Let me see. What if I change auto brakes to max? Okay. So we take auto brakes to max. I don't know what's the difference between fact landing distance and actual landing distance, but I will just check the EFB manual, and maybe there's some information in it. Landing. No, there's no information about it. For landing weight, I have to insert LDW, which of course is landing weight. Do I have that here? I just have the LAW. Well, that should be the landing weight, but So the only weight I have is the LAW, which is 58.7. And we're almost at max landing weight, by the way. Yeah, so I have no idea. I'll leave it at 58.7. And then we can set the box already. So we can extend the flaps at 182 knots to 0 at 161.11 and 142.28. That seems to be not correct. No, that must be for departure, I think. Wait, is it press to cut after a second to right? Half part of the data screen will be calculated. Well, there is no more information about it, unfortunately. Okay, so basically our approach is 142. Init ref, index, approach. Yeah, you can see 142 minus 5, which we added, is 136 here. So I will approach with 142 and then I will reduce the thrust. And then we're gonna have 136 there. Yeah, I think I will look some MD videos on YouTube soon, just to get to know this aircraft a little bit better here. Because it's like really difficult, and yeah. By the way, I just left the is this blue smoke down there? What the heck is that? Blue smoke. Is there a fire down there? I left the seatbelt signs on during the whole flight. Turn off, and they can smoke if they want. You're welcome, Alex. Well, maybe it's because of the YouTube stream as well. So maybe in the simulator it sounds better, deeper. I don't know. And remember, we're not full thrust at the moment. We just have, like, you can see, we just have, like, I don't know, 70% N1. Or maybe here, 75% N1, so 80. So it's not even full thrust here. Very high cloud here. I love this aircraft. I don't think the engine will shut down. Didn't you say you tested it? So if you tested it, then you should know what happens, right? There's even a cold weather operation checklist attached to the aircraft. And they have also attached a abnormal in the emergency procedures checklist. But there is no checklist for frozen fuel. Well, I don't think so. I think that if the fuel is not freezing at minus 12, 13 degrees, it will also not freeze at minus 15, 16. Did you have the engine anti-ice on when you tested it? Because maybe if you turn on the engine anti-ice, that will, of course, take that temperature down a little bit, or up a little bit. Yep, and I have to contact Athena control 129.675. 129. Decimal 675. Okay, and before I switch over now, Alex, you have to take care about the sound. So if the controller is talking and I am talking at the same time, if you don't understand me, then please give me a message, because I cannot check it otherwise.
G1 Charlie arrival, Viking 10.
Sounds very loud here.
Well, let's hear for it. From your Tango has the fusion for it. Well, T48 from your Tango, cleared visual approach runway 09er, join right base, descend to traffic pattern altitude.
I don't even know where I am.
Cleared visual approach runway 09er, join right base and descend to pattern altitude, volatility the 48 from your Tango. Runway 2716, reduce speed 210 knots.
Speed 210 knots, 2716.
Oscar Echo Golf Foxtrot Mike, radar contact, climb flight level 230. Flight level 230.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Alpine 7934, squawk 7240.
Well, there's no way for me to call in.
Squawk 7240, Alpine 7934. You return 5244, Rapax 1 Charlie arrival.
Rapax 1 Charlie arrival, your transfer to support.
Well, and there are also other aircraft arriving at Skiathos.
Yeah, Raider, good afternoon. Saudi 127, ready check. Saudi 127, Athena radar, where'd you 5, sir? Squawk more Charlie. Squawk more Charlie, Saudi 127.
Athena radar, this is Austrian 8 Papa Echo, flight level 290, inbound Vienna.
Austrian 8 Papa Echo, Athena radar, squawk 7267.
Squawking 7267, Austrian 8 Papa Echo.
Lufthansa 39 Foxtrot request at BDX 1
7
to descend more
2
close to our try.
6 7.
Lufthansa 39 Foxtrot, stop here, descend at flight level 110, fighting 180. Fly heading 180 and the heading, the descent stop was blocked. Flight level 110. And stop at flight level 110. Runway 2716, descend 4,000 feet, cleared on over approach runway 3.
So there are two other aircraft coming into Skiathos. They're coming from Kakira, Corfu.
Descend 8,000 feet, QNH 1013.
It's a jet airfly and a Virgin.
Radar, 336 Whiskey, descending and passing flight level 240.
I just had the hope that I'm
36 Whiskey at the radar.
that I'm alone during the approach, so that I can test the approach. But now everything have to work out fine.
Liner 2716, QNH 1013.
1013, QNH, liner 2716.
Tanzavia 20 X-ray, expect VOR approach runway 34.
VOR 34, 20 X-ray.
Greek Star 3426, descend 4,000 feet, QNH 1017, cleared locator approach, runway 01.
For
Volti 48 Romeo Tango, wind 0201.
right, for Kogat 6.7, and we have 6.2, so we passed. Okay. Irana, yeah, we're inbound Irana, right? Yes, so we just passed Irana, 6.2, we have 6.1, no, we have 6.2, okay, fine.
Greek Star 3426, do you copy?
I just have to take care now that I don't miss a call from me.
I will do an holding to intercept. Roger, yes, that's fine. The time at 3 Fox to descend 4,000 feet. Descend 4,000 feet, Lufthansa 3 Fox. Kalispera, Olympic 575 at Alferes Mixelos, request LTC clearance, enter D6. Olympic 575, Tina Radar, Region 5, clearance and request number. 6 Go, that was blocked. 6 Go is established. Up 65 Golf, wind 3207 knots on a 27 Corvette. That's all. I think the control through that was with you, down the deck. Sorry, Speedbird, who? We're actually doing 812. Bird 812 Athena radar contact. Rega 1 Alpha arrival, looks like VOR Alpha approach runway 33. VOR runway 33, what was that arrival please? Beg 1 Alpha. Beg 1 Alpha, speed 812. The times at 39 Foxtrot, 10 left heading 00. Left heading 00 for Lufthansa 39 Foxtrot. 080. 080 for Lufthansa 39 Foxtrot. Athena Kalispera, GN 486 at Macedonia Airport, request IFR to Eleftheros Venizelos. Wings 3 Golf Alpha, turn left heading 020, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1017. Your trans 3 Golf Alpha, turn left heading 020, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1017. Left 020, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1017, Euro Transpay, Golf Half Heavy. Georgia 36 Whiskey, expect vector Dallas approach 2116. Expect vector of wireless approach from a 26 to the 36. Lufthansa 39 Foxtrot, direct Kilo Romeo 601, cleared R-Nav approach runway 34. Cleared ILS, correction AirNav approach runway 34 and direct Kilo Romeo 620. Negative, Kilo Romeo 601. Kilo Romeo 601.
You're on 5244, request descent.
Yeah, but only if I fly the MD, right?
I think I got to spot at GM 486. GM 486, stop my brake, aircraft calling for descent.
You're on 5244.
Your chance 5244, descent flight level 170.
170, you're on 5244.
Transavia 20 X-ray Akito, cleared VOR approach runway 34, port final.
Cleared VOR, approach runway 34, we will report final on runway 20 X-ray.
Lufthansa 39 Foxtrot, reduce speed 200 knots. Reducing speed 220 knots. 200. 200, what's up? Wait for him. Georgia 36 Whiskey, flighting 100. Flying heading 100 to 3650. Speedbird 812, descend flight level 170. Flight level 170, Speedbird 812. Air Hub 65 Golf, turn left and Delta, stand up your choice, good day.
Left turn and standard choice, take car half 65, have a good day.
Viking 1046, descend 4,000 feet, QNH is 1017.
Descend 4,000 feet, and QNH 1017, hi, Viking 1046.
If I didn't tell you earlier, expect locator approach runway 01.
Expect locator approach runway 01, Viking 1046.
Oh, there's, I think, another one going into Skiathos.
Big 5,
Yeah.
5.
That's Viking 1046 coming from Oslo Gardermoen going into Skiathos with a A321.
7,000 feet, squawk 7231.
Aristos 3 Tango, the departure initial 7,000 feet and squawk 7231, Olympic 575.
Corinthus 3 Tango.
And we're now overflying Skiathos Airport
Tango, yes, Olympic 575.
down the Thessaloniki Airport. Sorry, Thessaloniki Airport.
36 Whiskey descent 6,000 feet, QNH 1017.
Descending 6,000 feet, QNH 1017, Twitter 3650.
I believe there was another aircraft calling as well for descent.
Beauty 783, requested descent.
BT 783, descend level 100.
Descent to flight level 100, Beauty 783.
Virgin 36, reduce speed 250 knots for spacing.
So here's everything
Virgin 36,
fine.
reduce speed 250 knots for spacing. 2506. Descends at 39 Foxtrot, reduce speed 170 knots.
170 knots, Lufthansa 39 Foxtrot.
Runner 27.
Yeah, I can click on the, for example, on the MD here, and then I change the mode, basically. But I could also do that on the knob here to the left.
36 Whiskey, reduce speed 200 knots.
So I can click here as well.
Speed 100
knots, Virgin physics. The other aircraft that was calling, that was only for Jet 36 Whiskey for 200 knots.
And we will now call for descent. Austrian 8 Papa Echo is ready for descent.
Who's Papa Echo?
Austrian 8 Papa Echo.
Austrian 8 Papa Echo, descend flight level 150, expect locator approach runway 01.
Descending flight level 150, expect locator 01 approach for Austrian 8 Papa Echo.
Jet 36 Whiskey, left turn heading 070.
Turning in 150.
Euro Chan Street Golf Alpha, descend 4,000 feet.
Set back to climb thrust. And last time this was not working here, because if I click on speed and keep a speed of 750, then the aircraft's not, yeah, it's not descending, okay.
Your chance 5244 heavy, expect Alice Zulu approach runway 03 left.
Alice approach runway Zulu, runway 03 left,
Athena radar at GM 486.
Agent 486, are you call for clearance?
Yes.
Agent 486, Athena radar clear to Venezuela, just filed.
Is there any way I can see my ground speed somewhere? Here, 451, okay.
Airport, Venezuela's airport is filed via LECPO 1 Bravo departure and climbing to 8,000 feet, squawking 7247.
So I'm not sure, maybe I get in a little bit high. Yes, I have a VNAV button, I know that, but last time I clicked it, it wasn't working. Oh, now it's working. That's interesting. Because last time I got an FMC error message. I don't know what I did wrong, but it was not working. Performance here, nothing changed. Landing? And now it's telling me landing weight is 61.5. 61.5. That's not correct, is it?
You're breaking up. See what it went to.
Landing weight 61.5.
Still not hearing you.
That's weird.
5 and 544.
That's really weird. But it could be because the gross weight is 62.
Speedbird 812.
So the landing weight will be 61.
Correctly.
Coming broken.
Landing weight here is 58.7.
Athena radar at 486, ready to start up.
Speedbird 812, send your information to me via message.
That's weird. No, I have no error message at the moment here.
Athena radar at 486, ready to start up.
I will reduce this descent a little bit.
Heading 130 on TLS 16,
Look at your nav display on the right side, you can see vertical profile. Yeah, it's here, yeah. It looks like light slip, you see, and you see... Yeah, I know. But I'm not sure if... let me see, Lex page.
And Athena Olympic 575, request push to start.
Everyone stand by. I'm having internet issues here. Just one moment, please. Break. Viking 1046. Cleared locator approach runway 01.
Cleared locator approach runway 01. Viking 1046.
BT 783. Descend 5,000 feet. QNH 1014. Virgin 36. Descend flight level 150. Can anyone hear me?
Yes, 5x5.
5x5. BT 783, Athena radar.
BT 783, go ahead.
Descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1014.
That's poor guy. Can anybody hear me?
QNH 1014 for BT 783.
Austrian 8 Papa X-ray. Christian, Austrian 8 Papa Echo, descend 6,000, Christian, descend flight level 70.
Descending level 70, Austrian 8 Papa Echo.
Virgin 36, descend flight level 150. Clear chance 3 Golf Alpha, wind 210 knots, runway 16, clear to land.
Turn on now the signs again.
Descend to flight level 100. Village 36 Whiskey, resume normal speed.
So I'm just not sure like where I need to be at which altitude. I have some restrictions here in the FMC, but that doesn't look like I have to have them. There is no speed restriction on the chart, so...
Zero chance 5244, descend 3,000 feet.
And I have to reduce the speed as well, unfortunately.
Virgin 36, Athena radar. Virgin 36. Virgin 36.
Have a look on the beautiful approach here. All the Greek islands.
Descend to 150. And hold over Sierra Kilo Papa as published. And hold to Oscar Kilo Papa. Greek Star 426, wind 0106 knots, runway 01, clear to land. Clear to land, Greek Star 346.
Yeah, I know that button here, oops. I'm just not sure what this one is showing me, but I think this is just the rate of descent. No, that's not possible. Oh, maybe, yeah, 4 degrees. 3 degrees. And now I need to reduce the speed.
Charlie Foxtrot Alpha.
Make it to 40.
Charlie Foxtrot Alpha to runway 16 at 486.
Lufthansa 300 Foxtrot, request taxi to gate. That was break, but I assume it was Lufthansa calling? Yes, Lufthansa 300 Foxtrot, request taxi to gate.
Lights on as we're passing flight level 100.
And the 300 Foxtrot 10 right and Alpha stand up with choice today.
And by the way, fuel temperature was about 1, and now it's back up again.
Have a good day.
I'm sorry.
Limit 575, request push and start.
And Big 575, please start approved facing south, QNH 1016.
106 facing south, limit 575.
Your trans 5244 heavy turn, right heading 210.
Right heading 210, your trans 5244.
Turkish 90 Charlie requesting I-3.
Turkish 90 Charlie, dinner radar class and question by.
Standing by Turkish 90 Charlie.
Speedbird 812, when ready, descend 3,500 feet, clear VOR Alpha approach, runway 33.
Descend at discretion 3,500 feet for VOR Alpha, runway 33 at Santorini, Speedbird 812.
Euro transfer Golf Alpha, heavy runway with 83. Hold that Sierra Kilo Papa is published.
Was that for us?
Break E78 publish.
We're breaking up.
Holding at Sierra Kilo Papa for Beauty 73.
Oh, I have to hold it, Skiathos, Skopolos.
Version 2, 6 whiskey, and not correct. Euro transfer Golf Alpha, heavy ready for taxi to our stand. There you go, Trico Alpha. I'll send it to you on tech.
So
Say again, please, Euro transfer Golf Alpha heavy.
I don't have to hold in. It's displayed on the map, I think. Yeah, it is. No, hold.
Leaving the hold and clear the 4 locator runway 01 for BT 73.
Alright guys, is that much better now? I have no idea why that keeps happening.
Sounds good.
Way better.
So I just hope that the aircraft is indeed now holding.
One moment, please.
Do I have a speed restriction? Minimum holding altitude, Skopolos?
Reback is correct.
No, there is no speed restriction, but I will nevertheless reduce the speed a little bit more.
Zero trans 5244, turn left heading 120.
Left heading 120, trans 5244.
And we're
Viking 104,
holding now at flight level 70.
Wind is 1.010 knots.
Expect late line clearance, Viking 1046, we have traffic in sight.
Greek Star 3426, vacate via Alpha 1, taxi to parking today.
Backtrack Alpha 1, taxi at Greek 3426, thank you.
Virgin 36, descend flight level 980.
So I just have to have a look now if I'm holding or not.
Virgin 36, descend flight level 980.
Because I have to hold active, as you can see here.
Big Star Transavia 20
to
34, quick to land.
134, we are clear to land, Transavia 20 X-ray, and may we pick a stand of choice on the ground?
A firm.
Thank you very much.
Euro trans 5244, 10 left heading 060, clear to Alice approach, runway 03 left.
Left heading 060, clear to Alice approach, runway 03 left. We will have an established, we will contact full support.
Oh, darn.
Viking 1046, runway 01, clear to land.
Flat land runway 01, Viking 1046.
Then I have to... Why couldn't you say that earlier?
Mike, expect ILS, runway 16, descend flight level 110.
Expecting ILS, approach runway 16, descend flight level 110.
Um,
Mike.
Austrian 8 Papa X-ray, you're supposed to be holding, sir. Descend to 4,000 feet. Austrian 8 Papa X-ray, I'm sorry, Austrian 8 Papa Echo. Descend to 4,000 feet.
Descending 4,000 feet, Austrian 8 Papa Echo.
Athena 1046, runway 16.
It's the N486. Line up await, runway 16.
Line up await, GM486.
Athena Radar Runner 4 Foxtrot Zulu. Hello, we're on the Grand Dunning Road, stand to on type 7378, central clearance Manchester, please, with the H1009. I know 4 Foxtrot Ryzen, you clear from the text, do not reply with the readback. The QNH is...
So, but still...
1009.
I now have 2 holds here. Oh, come on. I don't want to do... so... Yeah, but we have left-hand turns.
1046, backtrack, runway 01, vacate right to enable taxi to parking today.
Taxi parking, vacate to and right, vacating and backtracking 001, parking 1046.
Russian 8 Papa Echo, exit the hold, clear located approach runway 01.
Exit to hold, clear located 1 approach runway 01, and could we have the current QNH please?
1014.
1014, Austrian 8 Papa Echo, thank you.
Thank you. Actually, my apologies, 1017.
1017, Austrian 8 Papa Echo, thank you.
Virgin 36, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1017.
Descending to 5,000 feet, Virgin 36.
Not on intercept track, yes, I know.
Turkish 9, Charlie, please set approved, QNH 1013.
What is funny is that I now managed to turn that everything. Yeah, you're right. And now I can exit the hold already. So I don't need that hold anymore.
Ready for taxi, Lily 575.
We can now fly direct Sierra Kilo Papa. Scopolos.
Just a few later, bye.
This one. Go, and then we don't need this holding here. And we don't need this holding here. Execute. So basically I just deleted the complete route now.
6133, please set approved, QNH 1013.
Okay.
Athena 1046.
You go ahead. I'm sorry, Adrian 46, wind 3505 knots, runway 16, clear for takeoff. Cushion 2007 knots, runway 16, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff at 1046.
There we go. Now we are all set up again.
286 Whiskey, turn left on Alpha, Charlie, cross runway 28, turn left for choice, good day.
Left Alpha, crossing runway 28 and set up choice, 60 Whiskey, thank you for service, bye.
Thanks for flight. Oscar Echo Golf Fox and Mike fighting 020.
Yeah, I will now use radio navigation.
Heading 020, descend 5,000 feet, QNH.
We'll reduce the speed now to 100, no, FMS overread. .200 knots. We'll fly now heading 203.
BT 783, wind 0106 knots, runway 01 clear line.
Runway 01 clear to land.
And I will now start my recording tool before I forget that. No. That was the one I was looking for. And where is it? There we are. And wreck it. Fly the Maddog. Okay, there we go. And we're now descending to 2,000 feet. Oh, I didn't notice. Thank you very much.
Charlie taxi via
so max 185, okay, 185. And I will now set the... Ah, come on, this guy. I have to delete the co-pilot. I will use max brakes and armed. Why can I not arm the auto brake? Alex, that's a job for you. Why can I not arm the auto brake?
Virgin 36 holding and at Sierra Kilo Papa. Virgin 36, I'm aware there's 2 aircraft landing before you. Copy. Austrian 8 Papa Echo, reduce to final approach speed.
Reducing final approach speed, Austrian 8 Papa Echo. Well, that's gonna be interesting. 160 now. Speed brakes completely extended.
Alpha Hotel.
Could you just reduce the speed, please? Why is the aircraft not reducing the speed? Alt hold. Heading select. FMS override.
Speedbird 812 in the field.
I'm in some clouds.
And now turning right onto a heading of 008. 008. Wow, the sun. There's water. No, air. No, what is it? I don't know. That's the water. That's the water.
Clear to land runway 33, with 812.
Virgin 36 descend 4,000 feet, clear locator approach runway 01. Descending 4,000 feet, Virgin 36.
Speed brake, spoiler flaps extended, yeah, okay.
BT-783 backtrack, present position, vacate right to enable.
I will now reduce the final approach speed. We are now on to a heading of 008 and we will maintain 5,000, 2,000. No, we now need to descend 1,600. I cannot set... I cannot set...
Making a 180 and vacating the 180 for this energy.
No. I cannot change the autopilot to 1,600 feet where we need to be, basically. So that means we now gonna start hand flying. And we are already low, by the way. Why is this, what is this turbo? Okay, so autopilot back on, speed and FMS override.
Austrian 8 Papa Echo, traffic is backtracking runway, expect late landing clearance, wind 0106 knots.
Expecting late landing clearance and yeah, wind copied, Austrian 8 Papa Echo. Now flaps 15.
Air Chance 5244, join Hotel Charlie, Santa Fe Choice, good day. Thanks for flying, have a good day.
Yeah, good evening, Conda 4 Kilo Lima, flight level 350, bound diesel.
No, it's not working.
Athena radar, squawk 7257.
7257, Condor 4 Kilo Lima.
That's not working.
BT 3, runway vacated.
Get down, flaps 25.
BT 783, taxi to parking today.
And that was blocked, sorry.
Taxi to parking today.
Manual landing, manual flight. I just hope that the autopilot is now kicking in. So we are way too slow here, I feel.
Papa Echo, runway 01, clear to land.
Clear land, Austrian 8 Papa Echo. So I think that's going to be a go around here. Or maybe not, we will see.
Charlie, wind 36021 knots, runway 34, clear for takeoff.
Captain, I run at 4 Foxtrot, did extend on ready question start.
Ryanair 4 Foxtrot, Zulu, push start approved, facing east, secure, push 1009.
Push start approved, face east, Ryanair Foxtrot, 4 Foxtrot, did
Your Charter 6133, taxi via Alpha 1 and a back channel and avoid runway 34.
Taxi to runway 34 via Alpha 1 and back channel.
Virgin 36, reduce the final approach speed. Oscar Echo Golf Foxtrot, Mike, turn right heading 070.
Right, 070, Oscar Echo Golf Foxtrot, Mike.
Who was calling for clearance?
2 in reverse.
The Big 037 Athena radar, clear to Samos as filed. RNAS 3 Bravo departure, runway 16, climb initially flight level 8.
And we have to brake manual because the auto brakes was not able to be armed. I don't know why. Maybe because the reverse off.
Runway 16, initially climb 80, squawk 7232, Olympic 037.
Reback is correct, brake Austrian 8 Papa Echo, backtrack runway 01, no delay, vacate right when able.
Backtracking runway 01 and without delay, Austrian 8 Papa Echo.
Turkish 9 Charlie, climb flight level 160.
Climb flight level 160, Charlie.
Super 61, position 812, see you taxiing the parking, have a good day.
Thanks for your service, appreciate it.
Oh, I didn't arm the speed brakes as well. Nice landing then.
Good evening, inbound Lacat, flight level 150.
Oscar Echo Golf Foxtrot Mike, descend 3,500 feet.
Descend 3,500 feet, Oscar Foxtrot, Mike.
Olympic 379 Athena radar, squawk 7233 and more Charlie.
7233, Olympic 7.
Virgin 36, you completely overshot there, fly the missed approach procedure.
Thank you very much, Alex. Yeah, it was very hard for me. I mean, basically it was my second landing with this aircraft, but still that was very hard. I will have a look on the landing afterwards here.
Virgin 36, go around, sir, fly the missed approach procedure.
Can you repeat it?
Go around and fly the missed approach procedure.
And Austrian 8 Papa Echo runway is vacated.
Taxi to parking today.
Thank you very much, bye-bye.
The Big 379 radar, contact, climb flight level 2.
There is no... Well, we have to take this gate here.
Athena Gen 486 at 170.
And we have to start the APU.
The 379 radar contact, climb flight level 310.
Climb flight level 310, level 79.
Turn off the transponder. Turn off the strobe lights.
Air Channel 6133, wind 3505, knots 134, cliff takeoff.
Oh, I could have taken this gate here as well.
486, disregard. I'm sorry, I forgot to give you higher, but 17000 will be a final.
Roger that.
Turkish Starter Charlie, radar contact, climb level 230.
Climb level 230.
Generators are both on.
Good evening, Air Creed 215 at stand 7 at Heraklion, request startup and clearance to ascend.
Flaps up.
Air Creed 215 at Dino ready, number 2 for clearance, startup approved, QNH is 1014.
Where are the
number 2 startup approved and QNH 1014.
taxi lights off?
215.
Parking brake is set.
037, ready to push and start.
APU is on and running.
Pakistan 10, I'm going to send you a clearance on tasks. Do not respond. Call me when you're ready for a push.
Engine number 2, engine number 1.
Olympic 037. Push start approved facing west, QNH 1017.
And
Push facing west, unit
for the ground, I will now connect the...
Okay, go Foxtrot Mike.
Oh wait, no, we don't need that. We can start the onboard process. Oh, anti-collision lights off. And start onboard. Why is it not possible to onboard? Ah, now it's gone. Okay. Forward main door, forward stair, after stair. And there are some lights on. Oh. Beautiful. I'm sorry for the aircraft behind, that has to go around, but well, I did what I can.
Actually, NC 28 Foxtrot X-ray, Monty Unicom, good day.
Good day, to Unicom 228, bye-bye.
Ontario, good day, Turkish 608, Federal 380, inbound office. Turkish 608, Athena radar.
Okay, we just wait until the passengers deboarded, and then I will have a look on the
7224, Turkish 608.
On the landing there.
215, declared to Venezuela filed. Apollo 1 Victor departure, runway 27. Initial climb, level 100.
Oh, because the slats flaps are not extended. I thought about speed brake, because I'm used to Boeing, which gives an FMC message, extend a drag or something, drag needed or something. So I thought it's the speed brake. Okay. And yeah, you are right. I could test that. I can just, if I left click it, I can activate it. If you use the mouse wheel, then I do 1000s, and as soon as I'm below 1000, then it's working with hundreds. But above 1000, it's not. I can also not do anything here. I can also not do anything here. No. Right mouse button, no. Left mouse button, no.
Version 36, descend 4,000 feet, clear locator, approach runway 01. Descending to 4,000 feet to the
well, I could try to check. I could try to check the user manual again. Maybe there is something in it.
Runner 4 Foxtrot Zulu, wind 24014 knots, runway 24 clip.
Let me see operations manual.
608 radar contact.
Air condition, automatic flight, communication, electrical, emergency, flight controls? No. Automatic flight? No.
Radar, very good evening, Speedbird 1 shot with
350, 10 miles from Riga. Discovery 108 Fox.
Here we are.
Radar squawk 7242.
Knob has 3 positions. Spring loaded to center position. Roger, click to increment. No, nothing.
Athena Kalispera, GN407, stand 5 at Kirkir Airport, request IFR clearance to Athena.
No, there's just saying knob has 3 positions, spring loaded to center position. Rotate it, click to increment, decrement altitude by 1000 feet, or use the mouse wheel, or pulled. So I don't know what they mean with has 3 positions. Center, spring loaded to center position. I don't know what they mean.
Dude, come on, you heard me talking to someone, stand by.
So nothing is...
To destination via Manlet 1 kilo departure runway 1.
I can just use the mouse wheel. I can use left click, but if I use the mouse wheel then it's nothing happening. Right mouse button, I'm just moving. Middle mouse button is nothing happening. Also not working.
Alpha Foxtrot Charlie to standard choice.
No.
Thanks for the service. Good day.
No, nothing.
Who's calling for the direct?
This is standard Charlie.
So I think I tried everything, like right mouse button scrolling, left mouse button scrolling, middle mouse button scrolling, right and left mouse button scrolling, nothing. Right mouse button, no. Left mouse button, no. No, nothing. Nothing. I have to Google for that, because I need to go now. But okay. Okay, so all doors closed. Disconnect from VATSIM. There we are. And now no, I cannot. I tried to, when I left click it, I pulled the knob, but it's automatically returning to the middle position, as you can see. So I hold the mouse button, wait, I zoom a little bit more closer. I hold the mouse button, but the knob still returns to the normal position. See? I can just, it's like a short pull, nothing more. And if I hold the left mouse button and then use the mouse wheel, then I just use it as a normal. So nothing is happening there. I can try... No, I can also not move it up or down or left or right. It's just nothing. I tried also because the mouse button is a finger here, so but I cannot change anything on the digits directly. There is no button I can click here. Maybe this little screw here, but I don't think so. No. Nope, nothing. Anyway, let me see the external power access door. So, let me quickly restart the engines. Lead off, air on. And by the way, we have 4,900 tons of fuel on board. 4,900. And I should have 5,200. So considering that we had a hold there and taxied and stand at the gate and stuff like that, I think that's quite fine. So engines are up again, so we can now view the arrival there again. I'm waiting until the engines are stabilized, and then we'll turn on the lights. And then I click replay. Have a look on the altitude. Okay, so where are we? Okay, pause the replay, and now we are descending. And now what happened here? I can see on the. So we are now on 2000, and that's fine. Autopilot is disconnected. Okay. That water, that's so crazy. Look at that sun. Imagine approach during sunset. That would be amazing. And by the way, Alex, do you know what this button here is? Because I'm not sure, because like it's telling rudder hydraulic, continuous, because I think the speed brake refers to this one, of course, here. But I don't know about this. And now, yeah, and I'm at 1,300 feet, and I don't know why. And that was the main problem, because I was figuring out why I am on 1,300 feet already. And suddenly, I don't know what happened there. By the way, are the flaps extended? Yes, they are. Oh, have a look here. Have a look. Isn't that amazing? This is so crazy. I could watch this for years. Yeah, and we are at 1,100 already. The yellow rudders near the engines ones are manual rudders needed in case of abnormal procedures, for example when air pressure. Okay, I see. I see, okay. Okay, let's do we want to have a look first on from the outside or from the passenger view? No, let's first take a look from the outside. Very steep angle here. But yeah, you can see here that we are already way below the ideal path. The puppy's telling me 4 red here. Are the speed brakes armed? Yes, they are. Well, I think in real life that would have been an unstable approach here. And what is also very interesting is that the runway has a a positive slope, so we are landing. Wow. Great. Yeah, I see. Thank you very much, Alex, for the clarification here. So basically I don't need that. So we're going back, resume, and on the auto brakes, speed brakes, flaps down, and now switch over. And you know what? Let's do it a little bit later. Let's do it like this. And now let's have a look here. Isn't this amazing?
Gear up, lights out.
Why is the gear not down? Well, anyway. That is so amazing. Is the gear down now? Yes, now it's down. And now I will make a hard right turn. Basically, our heads should be up here. Hmm. Bye bye, son. Yep. I really liked that landing. Yep. The load manager is doing that. I know. I used the brakes above 60 knots. That's because I wasn't able to arm this, the auto brakes. I don't know why, but if I clicked on arm, then nothing happened. I can show you. So basically what I did is I turned it to max, click arm. See? I mean, now I'm on the ground, but it was the same in the air. So it's from arm, it switches always back to this arm. Don't know why. that was the problem. I had to use manual braking right above the right after the landing. And the load manager for the Maddog indeed saves the state, so it calculates the hour, and when you reach a certain amount of hours or flight hours, then there can errors occur, like minor errors, or minor mistakes, serious incidents, and dangerous incidents. I think the dangerous incidents will appear when you pass 1,000 flying hours. You can also, of course, use the maintenance page here, Airport Services Maintenance, and I don't know what this helps, but you can open that, like the engine cowling, for example. See, you can open that. And you can do the maintenance in the load manager as well, and the mechanics will like, or some, I don't know, maybe a message or whatever it is, will appear when you can expect an error, so that you're not, like, you know, surprised during your flight where you don't want to have it. Yeah, that's gonna be happening. The for example, with the fuel pump, or with the electric pump, or with autopilot, I don't know, whatever. But you will, as I said, receive a message beforehand, and then you know, okay, I will experience an error during the flight, and then you can decide to delete that, so that you don't get it. I'm not sure exactly how this is working, but yeah, that's basically how it is. So anyway, I need to leave now, and how late is it? Oh yeah, definitely, I have to go now. So thank you very much, Alex, for joining and helping. Yes, you're absolutely right. I won't fix the airplane, but it of course depends on what I want to do. If I want to do a live stream and the Maddog is telling me, hey, you can expect an error message during this flight, then I might decide to waive it. But we will see. We will see. So thank you very much, Alex, for joining and helping me out during the flight. Really appreciate it. And you can bet that that I will fly the Maddog more often. I think that tomorrow, at least, no, the latest on Tuesday, maybe tomorrow evening, or the latest on Tuesday evening, will be another live stream with the Maddog. I maybe fly the Latin America route. We will see. I wrote it down so I can remember it. And I'm not sure, Alex, I told you already, but do you have Discord that you can join my channel, so that I can keep you updated with like new live streams when I plan something and stuff like that? Because I just saw that you did join, but I don't know if you don't have Discord or if you just don't want to join. I mean, if you don't want to join, that's completely okay for me. Yeah, but just out of curiosity. Yeah, you don't have to. Don't feel forced to. I was just curious because I really appreciated your routing suggestions, and of course I really enjoyed your help with the Maddog. And if I want to do a flight next time, and I have problems with the Maddog, then I could ask you in Discord. You know, that's a little bit maybe faster and safer than during the live stream when I have the problem already. Anyway, I definitely have to go now. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well, and if you watched this video afterwards, which is not live then of course, really enjoyed you like the video, give it a thumbs up and a subscription if you haven't done already. And okay, great to hear, Alex, thank you very much. And yeah, we will see each other tomorrow evening, I think at around, let's say 16 Zulu maybe, or maybe a little bit later, let's say 17 Zulu. If I will not be there, then I will give a message on Discord, as well as yeah, well, you will see there is no live stream. And yeah, see you then tomorrow or on Tuesday. Thank you very much, and bye bye.